Up, party people? It's Katie. I talk about travel, scuba diving, and how to be a better person or become your better self, I should say. And I wanted to jump on here real quick because I had an amazing walk. That's why I'm so fleshed. And yeah, I just had this great thought. Before I get into it, please check out my sand store, link in bio. If you want to discuss any upcoming travel plans, you need some help getting clarity on like where you want to go, what you want to do, how you want to do it. I have some travel clarity calls you can book. I also have a free PDF for travel carry-on essentials. And in the back of the PDF or the last page, I have some handy links for any items you feel you want to purchase. So please check those out. Again, it's in my stand store in the bio. So, what I want to get into is I've been spiraling a lot lately. Like, I go on my walks or I'm like trying to sleep at night and my head just keeps spiraling into these thoughts and ideas and all over the place that some don't even make sense, right? So, I realize like not all thoughts are created equal. Some are there to guide, some are there to protect, some are there to sabotage. And just because it appears doesn't mean it's truthful or it's useful. And what I thought today was as I was walking, I was kind of spiraling into like what happens next in my life and am I going to be able to make it happen? Not sure why it went blurry there, but thank you for staying tuned. Um, the big idea that came to me was as I was like spiraling out, I finally stopped myself and I was like, hold on, is this thought helpful or is it harmful? So basically, choosing, discerning, is the thought that you're about to spiral into, is it going to help me move forward in life, or is it just going to cause me to second guess like everything I've been doing? And that's why I wanted to jump on here real quick is because harmful thoughts can technically be true, but they can mostly be false, right? It's stuff that we're making up in our head that we're trying to protect ourselves from something uncomfortable or something that could go terribly wrong, right? Um, Helpful thoughts will help you move forward, right? They'll help you make logical decisions and better decisions. And I, so when you choose to ask yourself, is this helpful? Is this thought helpful or is this thought harmful? You're choosing to stop the conversation fully in its tracks in your brain, and you can remove the shame and the over analysis of whatever's running through there. And all of a sudden, it's like, this thought is not helpful at all. Like, moving on. Let's move to the next. Kind of let your mind wander or think of something else and go with it. Not sure why my camera keeps doing that thing where it blurs out, so I switched cameras. Thank you for staying tuned. Um, so going back to harmful versus helpful. So one thing that I've noticed lately is I keep asking myself, like, what if I fail? What happens, if this doesn't happen or if that doesn't happen, what am I going to do? And I stop myself and I'm like, is this helping me? No, it's just making me spiral. It's just making me have more unhelpful thoughts. So then I'm trying to change or reframe the question or the narrative. And it's like, can I take the next step? Am I able to? Will I be able to? XYZ? And that's a more helpful question because then I can start thinking, my brain can like piece together, well, yeah, if you do this, then you can do that. And then it'll put the steps in motion. Another one is like, especially lately, it's like, man, I should have done more. I should have done more. And it's like, no, instead of doing more, let's take some rest, let's take some breaths, and and what can you do right now? Like what will help you in this moment as opposed to, trying to overextend and overgive and all that stuff. So I I just I don't know, it just kind of came to me. It was like this epiphany of like slowing down, taking my thoughts to just, is this helpful or is this harmful? I just really like those two words and how it completely stopped my thoughts in their tracks. And really, like in 10 minutes, I felt like my decision making was improving. My self-talk totally softened, and I was like giving myself grace. And then the spiral I was in went from, like I don't think I was in it that long, but let's say 5 minutes. It like completely stopped at dead stop. And I was like, no, this is not helpful at all. And then I was like, that's it. That's not helpful. Move on to the next freaking conversation. So it's not that I needed to control my thoughts and make them into a certain direction or a certain thing. It was like, no, just full stop. Is this helping me in my walk? Is it helping me in my day? Is it helping me in my life? And it's like, no, it's not. It's just making me more afraid and fearful to take the next step. So stop. Just let that thought go. Like breathe it out into the universe, on to the next. So I really liked that. And I just noticed that like discerning was just more helpful than discipline, It's like, oh, I have to think a certain way. I have to think positive. And that's part of what came to me in this was I was like, oh, I need to think more positive thoughts and not negative thoughts. And I was like, no, I don't want to keep putting, it's almost like putting a label on something like this is good and this is bad. This is positive and this is negative. Like I don't want to think in those terms anymore because, you know, there is no like good and bad. It's just, it is what it is, right? It's how you look at it, it's how you reframe it, it's how you approach it. AO. And yeah, asking instead is, I want to think positively, not negatively. It's like, no, is this helping me or is this harming me? And that little reframe was huge. So I hope this helps you guys. I'm glad you tuned in. Thanks for staying with me during my camera difficulties, and just know that I'm here for you. I'd love to hear your comments, anything you'd like to put in there that's been helpful lately or harmful. Um, I would love to hear it. So thank you. Bye.